Jean-Henri's Thomas Becket is a man at odds with his times, as that last scene amply demonstrates. It also points up the contrast between the characters of Becket and Henry, a contrast that will grow sharper in time. Though we live in a more civilized time, the struggle to maintain the higher values continues, a struggle 13 understands. We fight it every day, and it's the help of viewers like you that make the difference.
Welcome, Sam Waterston. Glad you're here.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
And you're right. Your dollars do make the difference. And in honor of the late actor, 13 offers a copy of Richard Burton by Paul Ferris to anyone who calls in now with a pledge of $50. This revealing biography contains 16 pages of candid photos and comes with the newest incarnation of the 13 book cover in sturdy brown fabric. Or relive the drama and lyric beauty of Jean-Henri's self-described tragedy of friendship. We'll thank you with a copy of the play, also protected by the new 13 book jacket. For an exceptionally generous pledge of $100, we'll send you a copy of an exceptional book, Only the Best. This colorful, glossy volume makes a handsome addition to any home. It lovingly details the presents given by the rich and famous to the rich and famous, and we'll give it to you with our thanks for your $100 pledge, as a reminder of the station that brings you only the best.
And we have a new addition to the family of businesses committed to helping 13. Bowater Incorporated, a manufacturer of newsprint and paper products, has given us a call from their offices in Darien, Connecticut. They say they're going to add $5 to every pledge we get during this program. So call now while your money is worth more. From time to time, as we continue our holiday membership drive, we'll be letting you know how long we'll be on between acts. And don't worry, it won't be very long. Just long enough, though, to let you know a little about what's happening here and what we're doing to make your station just a little better every day. Now, here's a word about another way that we're making the holidays brighter.
If you call the number on your screen during the membership drive, and we hope make a pledge of support, you could be the lucky winner at our random drawing of 2 Pan American World Airways round-trip tickets to Vienna from New York. These tickets are non-endorsable, non-refundable, subject to reservation availability until December 31st, 1986, and prohibited to 13 staff and their families. So call now. Give us your support. Get in on the chance to fly Pan Am to romantic Vienna, the fabulous site for our Gala of Stars 86. And join us at 8:30 on the night of December 11th, when we could name you as our winner.
Now I would like to officially welcome an internationally acclaimed stage and screen star who's also, when he's not on location, a 13 viewer. Matter of fact, he's a local gentleman. He opens December 22nd on Broadway in Benefactors, but he's taking time out from his very busy pre-opening schedule to be with us. I'd like you to meet Sam Waterston, and it truly is a pleasure.
Thank you.
Connecticut man making his way down to New York. You open in Benefactors in just a couple of weeks. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about the play, this newest endeavor of yours?
Well, it's a play by Michael Frayn, and it's being directed by Michael Blakemore, which is the team that brought you Noises Off. And it has Glenn Close and Mary Beth Hurt and Simon Jones in it with me. It's a wonderful cast. And it's about the relationship between 2 couples over a long period of time and their relationship to work. It's a sharpish comedy, I suppose, or a funny drama.
You're an excellent company, and that sounds like good work. Good work is what you get here at 13, too. We're going to be getting back to our movie in just a couple of minutes. We'd like to take some of the time to ask you to get to the telephone right now, though, and also to remind you about some of the films that you've seen here, the films that you've enjoyed in the past. As you watch, take the moment to think about our future.
theater, music, and dance. It's all here and more on 13. As you can see, there's less than a minute and a half left before we return to Richard Burton and Peter O'Toole and Beckett. Time Roger Rathburn can use to good advantage. Roger?
If you've been with us at all this holiday season, you know that we're looking for 25,000 pledges. Now, any pledge we receive during Beckett will be matched with $5 from Bowater Incorporated. Bowater Incorporated is a manufacturer of newsprint and other paper products, and from their headquarters in Darien, Connecticut, they've approved this special matching grant. So once again, during this program, Bowater will add $5 to each pledge of any amount made to 13. And if you've been waiting for the right moment to make your call, this is it. The money you pledge to 13 is worth even more during Beckett. Call in now with a pledge of $50 and receive Richard Burton or Beckett with our thanks. Both come with the new 13 book cover in durable brown denim. Pledge $100 and we'll send you a copy of Only the Best, an impressive collection of gifts from celebrities to their friends from the station that brings you only the best every day. For a $175 pledge, we'll continue to bring you fine entertainment by sending you to see The Nutcracker. 2 tickets, performed at the Nutcracker by the New York City Ballet.
To you,
And you.
a little holiday cheer.
Hurry home for the holidays to 13.
The die is cast, and only time will tell Thomas Beckett whether it's a winning or losing toss. This is the point when Beckett's basic character expresses itself. His almost obsessive commitment to personal perfection and his assertion that he cannot change or compromise that commitment start him on his fatal course. We'll see where that course leads him quite soon, but let's talk about another form of commitment first, to the station you're watching at this very moment.
For deeper insight into the character of the actor playing Beckett in our film, we're offering a copy of Richard Burton by Paul Ferris to anyone who calls in now with a pledge of $50. This revealing biography comes with a durable brown cotton 13 book cover, proudly identified by the beige 13 logo on its front. Or if you prefer, accept the 13 navy tote as our thanks. Strong beige handles support this practical and sturdy reminder that you support the station that gave it to you. Lest you forget, the 13 logo is there to remind you and others. For a special pledge of $100, we'll send you a copy of a special book, Only the Best. This glossy, color-filled volume is packed with love and luxury, cataloging presents given by celebrities to celebrities. And it's yours with our thanks for your $100 pledge as a reminder of the station that brings you only the best.
And the best will be returning in just a few moments. That's a promise. Another promise is one made to 13 by Bowater Incorporated to add $5 to each and every pledge that we get from you of any amount during this program. So share their enthusiastic support of 13. Get up and call right now. Here are some thoughts on the film. He is a friend of 13 who's made his own reputation in front of the camera.
Hello, I'm Douglas Fairbanks, Jr. I love history, and I love movies, too. Beckett is, without a doubt, one of the finest historical movies ever made, for lots of reasons. Richard Burton and Peter O'Toole, a great script, wonderful direction, and a grand historical confrontation. Now, thanks to this public television station, we're all getting a chance to relive this era. But before we go back to 12th century England, we've got a little modern business to take care of. Simply put, this station needs your financial support to be able to continue to bring you movies like Beckett. Thousands of your neighbors have already joined this station, but we're looking for a few more. Now, you could be one of them and count yourself among the people who helped pay for this presentation of Beckett. All you have to do is pick up your telephone and make a pledge to public television. So do it now, please.
Nowadays, you hear a lot about the decline of values, how we have to buckle down and get some quality control back in our lives. That's never been a problem at 13. The standards have remained high since the station went on the air. If anything, they've risen. A big reason for that rise is the support of 13's audience. You hear that word a lot here, support. That's because there isn't any better way to express it. Your support is what keeps quality programming on television. And the best way to show your support is with a pledge to make this the best of times on 13.
If you can call now, you can also take advantage of a very special offer from 13 and Pan Am. The chance to win a round trip for two to Vienna, the site of the 1986 Gala of the Stars. Tickets are good at any time up to December 31st, 1986, based on availability of seats, but they're non-endorsable and non-refundable. 13 employees can't enter, but you can with one simple phone call. Now, you don't have to make a pledge to enter, but wouldn't it be nice to remember the station that makes all this possible? Membership includes thrilling thank yous like this.
The new Dial magazine. Dazzling, delightful, inquisitive, insightful, alert, articulate, lively, and literate. Dial, the magazine for the educated eye. Available only when you become a member of WNET 13.
It's the best of times here at 13, and you can see that from the clock. You know, we're moving right along towards the time to get back to Beckett. You've been calling in steadily, and maybe we should update you on just how many of you are new members of 13. Okay, you know the way we do this by now. The top number, 25,000, is the total that we're looking for this December drive. The bottom number is the total we've gotten so far, and let's take a look at how we did last break. 85 of you in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut said, I like what you're doing, 13. I want you to do more. But we know we can do better than that. Here's a look at what your dollars are going to be paying for Sunday night.
Sunday on 13. At 6, the enchanting San Francisco Ballet production of Cinderella. The music, Prokofiev, and the host, none other than Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy.
Yes, it's the story of a beautiful princess and her prince who live happily ever after. Remind you of anyone?
It's a fairy tale, Piggy.
Yes, dear.
Then we launched the first 2 chapters of a masterpiece theater premiere, Charles Dickens' scathing satire, Bleak House, starring Diana Rigg and Denham Elliott. And then Lena Horne.
There's no sun up in the sky, stormy weather.
Broadway's Tony Award-winning Lena Horne, the lady and her music.
So goodbye, dear, and amen. Here's hoping we meet now and then.
Sunday, it's the best broadcasting your money can buy.
Remember, any pledge made during Beckett is worth more to 13 thanks to Bowater Incorporated of Darien, Connecticut. They're adding $5 to each pledge we get during the film, whatever the amount. So call now and your pledge will be even more effective. Your pledges are tax deductible, and if you pledge $100, we'll thank you with only the best. This glossy volume of celebrity gifts is yours with our thanks for your $100 pledge. Pledge $200 and you'll make a big difference in what the station can offer you. And we'll show our gratitude by sending you 2 tickets to see Marilyn Horne in L'Italiana in Algeri, December 31st, with our thanks when you pledge $200.
Our time is up for now. Let's return to Peter O'Toole and Richard Burton in Beckett.
Hot cider, my favorite.
And I thought I was.
It's cold outside.
Hurry home for the holidays to 13.
The rift is complete. The friendship of Beckett and the King is over. Until now, there was hope for reparation. Now, who knows? From our historical vantage point, we do know, but we'll have to wait a few minutes to see the particulars of how ennui leads his characters to their ends. In the meantime, we'll be looking out for the fate of 13 as we make our own test of friendship.
I'd call that more of a quiz, I guess. And the questions are pretty easy to answer. Do you want to see 13 and the 80s with the same high standards that we set at the start of the decade? Are you willing to make a pledge to that future? If your answer is yes, then pledge $50 right now. We are going to thank you with a copy of Beckett. It's protected by the new 13 book jacket. It's handsome, too. This deluxe brown tote bag is our thanks for a $60 pledge. Its canvas sides conceal a hidden pocket that's securely protected by a flap. And we'll also have an extra special offer for everyone watching TV.
If you call the number on your screen during the membership drive, and we hope make a pledge of support, you could be the lucky winner at our random drawing of 2 Pan American World Airways round-trip tickets to Vienna from New York. These tickets are non-endorsable, non-refundable, subject to reservation availability until December 31st, 1986, and prohibited to 13 staff and their families. So call now. Give us your support. Get in on the chance to fly Pan Am to romantic Vienna, the fabulous site for our Gala of Stars 86. And join us at 8:30 on the night of December 11th when we could name you as our winner.
Now, you don't have to make a pledge. You know that when you call, but we really hope that you do because we need your support. Every little bit counts. Any amount at all that you'd like to pledge. And you know, Pan Am is not the only company that's in partnership with 13. During these Beckett intermissions, remember that Bowater Incorporated, the Darien, Connecticut manufacturer of newsprint and paper products, is adding $5 to every single pledge that you make. Well, that is making your pledges worth even more. Sam?
Carol, as we count down to the beginning of the next act of Beckett, here's a fellow thespian from across the pond with a few thoughts on the subjects of Beckett and on 13.
Hello, I'm Derek Jacobi. It's hard for me to say what I like best about Beckett. Certainly, there are 2 outstanding performances by Richard Burton and Peter O'Toole. Of course, being an Englishman, I'm a bit partial to the setting, too. But to be perfectly honest, I think the outstanding thing about Beckett is that it's one of those films that manages to be historically correct and entertaining at the same time. That's pretty rare in any movie, and even rarer on television. Unless, of course, you consider public television, and that's why I'm here right now. I want you to consider making a pledge of support to this public television station of yours. It specializes in programming that's entertaining and thought-provoking, programming like Beckett. And it's a fact that without public support, this station wouldn't be here to bring you this unique kind of television. So, if you're enjoying Beckett, please call now with a pledge. You know, I think what I might like best about Beckett is that it encourages a lot of you to support public television.
We're pleased to have Sam Waterston as guest in our studio. You're a man of all seasons, man for all seasons, a man of really all media. You've done television, you've done film, you've done theater. We were talking earlier, you said that there's something a little bit special to you, though, about the kind of television that 13
well, I
is.
think it's true that that the kind of work that I've done on Channel 13, I never could have done on any other network in America, certainly. And some of it probably could only have been done on television. I think that's certainly true of the Oppenheimer series, that it's the kind of story that was absolutely appropriate for television, and I can't think of another network in the United States that would have done it.
We're glad to have you with us here tonight on 13. And also with us tonight, of course, is Roger.
We'll be back to Beckett shortly, but now we'd like to ask you a question. Well, you can see that we have only 2 minutes and no seconds left before the film begins again. And we have only 5 days left to meet our goal of 25,000 pledges. We're doing well so far, and it's up to those of you who haven't called in yet to make the difference. So far, we have 8,833 pledges. The rest of you who haven't pledged yet, please call now and make a pledge of any amount. $5, $10, $15, $2,000. Please call and make a pledge. You can charge it to make it really easy. It is tax deductible. For a look at some of what your pledges help make possible, keep your eyes on the screen for a preview of a new telling of an age-old tale.
Hi-ho, this is Kermit the Frog.
And I am Miss Piggy.
And we will be your hosts.
And hostess.
We'll be hosting and hostessing.
Very good.
The spectacular San Francisco Ballet production of Cinderella on Dance in America.
Yes, it's the story of a beautiful princess and her prince who live happily ever after. Remind you of anyone?
It's a fairy tale, Piggy.
Yes, dear.
Remember, for every pledge you make tonight, Bowater Incorporated, a manufacturer of newsprint and other paper products, will pledge an additional $5. If you pledge $200, you'll receive 2 orchestra tickets to the Public Theater's The Mystery of Edwin Drood as our thanks. And $100 will still be thanked with a copy of Only the Best. It's filled with love and luxury, presents given by the rich and famous to the rich and famous.
That's it. We're out of time. It's back to the drama of Jean Ennui's Beckett.
Are we there yet?
Go back to sleep. I'll wake you.
It's that time of year.
Hurry home for the holidays to 13.
At this point in our story, it seems unlikely that something as mundane as bad cooking would deter Beckett from his chosen path. But there are other factors at work that may cut short his retreat. Factors we'll discover together when we return for the conclusion of Beckett. It won't be long. Just enough time for us to let you know what's happening with 13, the station bringing you this presentation. Roger Rathburn can tell us more about that.
For those of you who call in now, I want to remind you that the good folks at Bowater Incorporated have offered a grant of $5 additional for each pledge we receive during this broadcast. They're making an extra effort to support 13, and we're hoping it will inspire you to do the same. If you make a basic membership pledge of $50 now, we'll thank you with a copy of Richard Burton. Paul Ferris's in-depth biography includes intimate photos of the actor at work and play, and it comes in our very own 13 book cover. Or stay sheltered from the storm with this 13 umbrella. It opens automatically, and it can go to you automatically when you call in your pledge of $50. If you make an extra effort to help with a $200 pledge, we'll send you to see our studio guest, Sam Waterston, when he opens with Glenn Close, Mary Beth Hurt, and Simon Jones in Benefactors. It's a scathing social comedy about the death of modern liberalism by Michael Frayn, the author of Noises Off. And you and a friend will be there January 23rd with our thanks.
Time is running out. Soon we'll be rejoining Peter O'Toole and Richard Burton for the conclusion of Beckett. We'll be rejoining Sam Waterston first, though, after this word from a friend of the station and a movie lover just like you.
Hello. I'm Douglas Fairbanks, Jr. You know how when you get up in the middle of a movie to go get a box of popcorn and a soda, how you wonder whether the usher is going to let you back in the theater? Well, obviously, I paid to see this movie. I'm here, you say to yourself as you frantically search for a ticket stub to prove it. When you tune to public television, there are no ushers to worry about, no ticket stub to hunt for. But that doesn't mean you don't have to pay for the movie. Now, this station depends on your financial support to bring you movies like this one that we're watching right now. Most of the time, you see them without interruption. But right now, this station is taking a break to appeal for your help. So won't you call now and make a pledge to public television? It'll be your ticket for the rest of this movie, and for a whole lot more to come, too. Thank you.
Since the opening of Jean Ennui's first play in 1932, his work consistently showed characters searching for a larger truth, a greater reality than our own. It's a theme that could easily become dry and boring, and in other hands has. But as you can see, he carries it off with a masterful blend of theatricality and ironic humor. As Beckett moves towards his inevitable end, the story quiets, stills, like the calm before a storm. In the words of Ennui, tragedy above all is reposeful, because we know there is no more hope. But even in the absence of the hope of salvation, the situation isn't hopeless. We leave it to you to decide who is the victor at the end of tonight's tragedy, King Henry or Becket. And after the film, we leave you with another decision, what to do about your part in the future of this station. Carol?
We all know what we'd like you to do, and to help you make the first, the important step, picking up your telephone, here's a very special offer from 13 and the folks at Pan Am.
Hurrying home to us for the holidays? Then call the number you see on your screen, give us your name, your address, your telephone number, and we hope a pledge of support, and you could be the lucky winner at our random drawing of 2 round-trip tickets from New York to Vienna, the romantic city of our next year's Gala of Stars, courtesy of Pan American World Airways. Your name could be announced at 8:30 December 11. The only conditions are that these tickets are non-endorsable or refundable. They are subject to reservation availability. You must complete your trip by December 31st, 1986, and 13 staff members and their families cannot join in the fun. So please, give us a call, show your support for 13, and get in on this fabulous chance to fly Pan Am to Vienna, the lovely historic city of the world's most beautiful music.
You can see for yourself we've got just less than 2.5 minutes before we go back to the end of Becket. We'd like to take this moment to thank those of you who've already called in your pledges to 13, because it's your kind of spirit that really makes the station what it is today. And it's a spirit that we're doing our best to live up to. Now, you know that our overall goal for this drive in December is 25,000, and we're almost at the 9,000 mark. You'll notice that we don't put dollar amounts up here. We put the number of new members that we have, because each individual call, the fact that we know that we have another supporter out there with no matter how small a pledge, that's what's important to us. So if you're thinking maybe the pledge that you want to give might not be enough, don't be silly. Rome wasn't built in a day. It was built one small brick at a time, and you can help us continue to build on the fine programming here at 13. Now an earnest look of what's coming up this Friday at 9.
Never speak disrespectfully about society, Algernon. Only people who cannot get into it do that.
It's witty, wise, and wild, Oscar Wilde.
The vital importance of being earnest.
Now, Jack loves Gwendolyn and Algie Cecily and they, them, but only if their name is Ernest, and that's the plot.
Is that all? I'm sure that the program will be delightful after a few expurgations.
Dame Wendy Hiller, The Importance of Being Earnest. Great comedy, great performances.
We're in earnest when we tell you that if you call in a $50 pledge now, you'll receive a copy of Richard Burton by Paul Ferris with our thanks. It comes in a durable 13 book cover, or you can opt for the famous 13 umbrella. For a pledge of $200, we'll seat you in the orchestra for the January 23rd performance of Benefactors, the new play by the author of Noises Off. It's a satirical look at modern liberalism, and it stars Sam Waterston, our guest, Glenn Close, Mary Beth Hurt, and Simon Jones. And don't forget, all pledges are tax deductible and can be credited to any major charge card.
It's time to return for Henry's final solution to his problems with Becket. Afterwards, we'll be back with more news about what's coming up on 13.
Oh, it's just what I wanted. How did you know?
How can I not?
All you ever dreamed it would be.
Hurry home for the holidays to 13.